If the Dolphins do the right thing and they stay at 5 and they draft Tua, they can be the class of that division by 2021 and have the best quarterback in that division by 2021. Tua's a no-brainer for them. If this nonsense that Justin Herbert might be a better prospect than Tua it boils my blood. I don't understand how anyone could have watched these games and believed it.
Justin Herbert has a number of really alarming problems as a quarterback. He's going to need to sit for a while. He is not ready to be a starter in the NFL.
The bottom line in this league is that you've got to throw the football on time and on target. That's the biggest area of struggle he has.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals, Maybe you think that
After just 1 year in the NFL, Justin Herbert has clearly proved all of the doubters wrong. Not only did he win Rookie of the Year, but in his record-setting campaign, he passed for 31 touchdowns, a 66 completion percentage, and over 4,300 yards. All of this earning him a 98.3 QB percentage. This offseason, Justin Herbert has received high praise from future Hall of Fame quarterback Drew Brees, who said, quote-unquote, "His forearms and hands look like he has been digging fence post holes his entire life. He is good, smart, and has those leadership qualities. You talk about building an offense around a guy, he can be a 15-year franchise guy." Justin Herbert does definitely look like a franchise star and the future for LA. He will be their quarterback most certainly for years to come, barring injury. But this then begs the question, what if the Dolphins had drafted Justin Herbert instead of picking Tua Tagovailoa? Would they be a playoff contender with Justin Herbert? Because Justin Herbert, despite being in his rookie season, showed much promise of being able to step up and shine in big moments, as in 3 consecutive games he came extremely close to beating Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Drew Brees, and in 2 of those games led the Chargers to a giant lead that their defense allowed to slip away late in the game. So with all of these qualities and the amazing arm talent that Justin Herbert has, would he have made the Dolphins a playoff contender in his rookie season? Or are the Dolphins just set up as a not friendly quarterback situation? Because Tua Tagovailoa was not able to succeed with the Dolphins. So before we talk about how Justin Herbert would have done if the Dolphins had selected him, first, we need to look at how Tua Tagovailoa did and what happened to Tua's season with the Dolphins. When the Dolphins spent their first round, 5th overall pick on Tua Tagovailoa, they expected to have a franchise quarterback that they could build their team around. But so far, Tua has done nothing but let the team down. In 10 games he played, he threw for 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and was sacked 20 times. He only had an 87.1 quarterback rating and a measly 181.4 yards per game. Tua Tagovailoa was often scared to take big shots downfield to attempt to win games and gambled too much with the football when it mattered most. This led to him being benched many times in favor of Ryan Fitzpatrick, who ended up helping the Dolphins to many wins. So despite Tua winning 4 of his first 5 starts, he was benched multiple times throughout those games and didn't seem to really ever grasp the quarterback position and be able to lead the Dolphins to a win all on his own. The Dolphins then, just this offseason, traded away Ryan Fitzpatrick in an attempt to regain Tua's trust that they had seemingly lost by benching him for Fitzpatrick. But what if, instead of having this disaster that has slowly unfolded itself and presented itself in front of us in Miami, what if the Dolphins had used the 5th overall pick and shocked the world by drafting future Rookie of the Year, Justin Tagovailoa first started a game in Week 6 against the New York Jets. And so if Justin Herbert was on the Chargers, it could easily be expected that they would do the same thing, trying to ease him in. And with how well Herbert performed after being thrown into the fire in Week 2, it is expected that with 5 weeks on the bench, behind a quality starting quarterback, and being backed up by a much better defense than the Chargers had last year, Justin Herbert would have found immediate success. Tua didn't come out in the Jets game until the game was firmly in hand and only attempted 2 passes. But then against the Rams, he attempted 22, and this would be where Herbert would really come into the spotlight and prove. Unlike Tua, Justin Herbert is not afraid to take a deep shot or take a risk, and also, though, understands when you just gotta hold on to the football and take a sack. Tua played overly conservative just to gamble at the worst times possible. Herbert would not have done this and would have fixed this problem, potentially pushing the Dolphins to a playoff. If the Dolphins had managed to make the playoffs, they would then be led by a very competent quarterback along with a solid defense. Now, I don't think there would be an elite enough level or on a high enough level to be able to make a run at the Super Bowl, but it would not be unrealistic for them to potentially win a wild card game before being knocked off in the divisional round. Now, since I don't think Herbert would have been enough to push the Dolphins to too many more wins than they achieved in real life, I would believe the Dolphins to make it in at the 7th seed instead of the Colts. In that instance, they would be playing the Buffalo Bills, who are the number 2 seed and are a very well-rounded team. The Miami Dolphins could have a chance at winning that game with Justin Herbert, as he proved to be a very talented player, and many could argue is just as good as Josh Allen is. This game would come down to minimizing turnovers and capitalizing on red zone possessions, but I think the Dolphins would fall short of the Bills, but making the playoffs would be a promising sign for the future. With Herbert at the helm, the sky would be the limit for the Miami Dolphins. And so this is an intriguing scenario that could have easily happened had Herbert not been underrated by almost every NFL analyst